Hey all, Hipper here. So if you're a big Mudrunner or Snowrunner fan just like myself, then you'll be happy to know that the Mudrunner Expeditions has just been released today. So don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and of course comment if you enjoy, 4x4 games as much as I do. So anyway, I've been looking forward to Expeditions for a long time because Snowrunner is getting pretty old, long in the tooth here, and I'm kind of, well, actually for a long time I've been waiting for something new to sink my teeth in, and Expeditions is here and it's different, and that's a good thing. It's more focused on smaller vehicles, although for example here in the tutorial you actually have to drive a truck as we usually do in these games here. But I can tell you, as you progress in the game, it is more about like smaller vehicles like scouts, and that's good because driving scouts was one of the things that I really enjoyed in Mudrunner, and also particularly in Snowrunner, especially after downloading the Land Rovers online. So the tutorial gives you a bit of an introduction to the game and how to engage four-wheel drive and diff lock and all the things that seasoned players are very very well aware of. It is a little bit disjointed, I think. The tutorial is a little bit of here and there, but it does introduce new features like the tire inflation system here. But like I said, it is a little bit hit and miss the way that these things are introduced. But I guess that's common to the series anyway. So the tutorial does a pretty good job of explaining the basics to you, but as we all know in these games here, the more you play, well, the better you get at it, because there's a lot of hidden stuff in the Mudrunner, Snowrunner games, and particularly around how to actually approach different obstacles in the game. It's very easy to flip your car, and you need to know how to avoid that, and you really only get to know that by playing the game. So anyway, after the tutorial, you will get access to Little Colorado, and unfortunately, you still have to do one more little, mission here before you actually can pick one of the other two areas. And I don't really like this Arizona desert-y looky thing here. So I was looking forward to Carpathians, but you have to do the tutorial and you have to do this current mission here before that opens up. So the game Expeditions hints at the fact that this game is more about planning a route, doing something, and then returning. It's not so much about, driving a truck into a very difficult spot, then loading it up with logs, and spending the next 2 hours driving those logs back, and then flipping the vehicle just before you reach the end. The whole logging thing seems to have, been put in the background, which is a good thing, because like I said, I like this game here that focuses more on the scouts, the smaller vehicles, and although there are trucks in here, you don't have to use them, at least for most missions. And I wish there would be the Land Rover download that we have for Snowrunner, where you can get the old Defender and the new Defender. Look, I'm sure it will be released for this game as well, but so far it's a bit of a downer that those cars aren't available, especially since I have them in Snowrunner. Anyway, enough about Land Rovers for now anyway. So like I said, to set up your truck or your vehicle, whatever you want to call it, for your expedition, you need to obviously add the accessories that you need, and also upgrade it in ways that, depends on whatever mission it is you're trying to tackle. And it's a bit reminiscent of Snowrunner as well, although in Expeditions it seems a little bit dumbed down, to be honest, a little bit simpler, and I'm not really sure yet if that is a good or a bad thing. So one of the new things that we have available is the Echo Sounder, that'll give you an indication of border depth, wading depth, before you actually enter into an unknown body of water. So far it helps, but it doesn't help like amazingly, because if you're used to the games, you pretty much know where you should go anyway, and that's a bit of a disappointment actually. Picking up stuff is also easier, simpler, I guess. You just drive close to something and, you know, press a button. There's no actual loading of logs and all that stuff that we used to do. The drone is also a new addition to the game, and although I don't like the controls, I think they're really slow. It's obviously a handy tool for scouting out, you know, what's on the other side of a ridge or whatever. Even, you know, if you're in a scout, it's nice to be able to have a look at what would be a good way to approach this mountain or something, for example, so you don't waste too much gasoline trying to get into a good position. And another thing you'll probably get to try out is the new tool for riding your vehicle. And it works pretty much the same as Snowrunner. I mean, once you get into an unfortunate position, you just select it, and it will automatically, you know, throw your truck back on its wheels. And throw is the right word, because that's exactly what it does. So this second mission here in Expeditions is also kind of simple, and again it only does like a slight introduction to, for example, the winch here as well. And it's better than Snowrunner. You don't get thrown into the deep end as much as, like, particularly in Mudrunner, but also Snowrunner. But I can't help feeling that some things have been simplified a little bit too much, and also the feel of driving just feels different. I'm not really sure what it is yet, but you know. Anyway, the trusty binoculars make a return as well, and obviously you'll be using them a lot because there's less roads in general in this game here. It's more, you know, wilderness and actually going where no one else has gone before. That's, you know, at least something new and a little bit exciting. So returning to base is also pretty simple. I mean, you can drive there if you want to, but you can also just quick travel, recovery, straight back to base, and then get your rewards for whatever expedition it was that you have completed. So for Snowrunner veterans, I would say there's not that much new really, and if you look at the graphics, it looks like Snowrunner. I'd say in some ways Snowrunner actually looks better. I don't understand why that is yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. It could just be the environments I've been in so far. They are a little bit bland. And after this truck mission, you actually open up Arizona and Carpathians as well. And Carpathians does help a bit. Does have some colors and some blue water instead of just murky water. And it does bring me back to the good old Snowrunner feel, really. So I think Carpathians will be my favorite area in at least until we get some DLC areas. So anyway, that was how to get started in the new Mudrunner Expeditions, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. So more videos to come on this game, and I will see you out there.